Hello there. Welcome back to Grandma Ray Don't Play, and I'm Rachel. Alright, so I just finished my breakfast series. If you guys missed it, you should go check it out, and it always will have in the title breakfast number 1, 2. I numbered it all the way up to 8 breakfast meals. So check that out, and the cost for each meal was $3.67, and the total cost was under $30 for the 8 meals. I think you would enjoy that. It helps you to learn how to stretch your budget. You don't have to pick what I pick. You can pick whatever items you like, but just make that $30 your budget to see if you can make that happen for a family of 4 for 8 meals. Okay? Alright, so now I'm going to continue back on my Thanksgiving series. I started a Thanksgiving series about 2 weeks ago, and so now we're going to go back to that. Okay? Alright, so today I'd like to show you how to make roasted vegetables. Now these are all the vegetables that you would normally see on a Thanksgiving table for Thanksgiving. So I want to show you how to roast them, because a lot of times you may boil them, or you don't know how to make them presentable or flavor them right so that people will want to eat them, especially vegetables that may not be popular with kids. We're trying to get the kids to love vegetables. Alright, so thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, check out my links below. Okay? Alright, let's do it. Okay, so let me introduce you to all the vegetables that we're going to roast. So I have here zucchini. I just left one out to show you so that you can see what we have. And this is it cut up right here. So I will cut up this one. I just wanted to show you so that you could see it in a whole form. And this is squash. And this is what the squash looks like. Okay? Alright, I'm just putting them in this pan. I already oiled this pan with olive oil. Okay, so that's what I'm doing there. And let me make sure you can see that pan some. Okay, much better. A little more. There we go. Now we're good. Okay. Onions. I cut up 3 onions this size. 3 of these. I'm not going to cut up any more onions. I think I have enough onions. Okay. And this is 2 red peppers. They're red sweet peppers. I have 2 of these. One's here, and I'm going to cut this one up for you. That red pepper is going to give it a nice punch of color. And then I have here 1 tomato here, and I have another one here that I'm going to cut up with you. Okay, let me just show you. Look at that. That looks good already, right? So once we mix it all up together, it's going to look fabulous with all the beautiful colors. Okay, alright. So now let's go ahead and finish cutting up the remaining vegetables. So I'm going to cut this squash up just to show you what I did. I cut it down the middle, and I have the wrong knife. Okay, I cut it down the middle. And then I just cut it again in the middle. And then just cubes. Big pieces. Like that. Okay? Okay, so now the tomato. I need a serrated edge for this one because they're soft. So I just cut it in half once. And again. And then just cut it one time. So I have 6 pieces. Alright. Now let me cut up the red sweet pepper. I want to wipe that. Okay, I'm just going to cut this bottom off, and then I'm just going to cut in strips like this. Okay? So I'm going to cut each strip twice. Once, twice. Same thing. Once, twice. Okay, and then this bottom piece, just gonna salvage what I can, the rest I'll just throw out. Okay. Okay, and the last thing I have is the zucchini. Same process, cut it down the middle. Cut it once again. Once again. And then big wedges. Okay. I just want to wipe this up. Okay, I'm going to put this, half of this in another pan because we want a nice roasted color to it. And when it's all piled on top of each other like that, it's just too much to actually get it all to brown. So let me get another pan. Okay, I have another pan. Okay, so now that you see that we have both pans, I already oiled the bottom of this big pan. I'm going to oil this medium-sized pan. And then I just take a paper towel and just rub the oil all on the bottom and the sides. This saves you from paying for Pam at the store because that's very expensive. It's like $2.99 for a container or a small spray container, and it doesn't last. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this up so that my coloring looks good. And then I'm going to put some over here in this little pan so that I can have everything spread it out and it can brown nicely. Yes, that's a lot better. I like that. Okay, so now let's start with our seasoning. I have some powdered chicken broth. I have 1.5 packages. It's a half in here and then 1 whole in here. This is definitely for a punch of flavor. Ah, that one's dried up. Can't use that one. So, 1 second, let me get my chicken base. Okay, I have my chicken base. It's a powdered form. I'm just going to sprinkle this around, a couple of tablespoons in each pan. That's going to bring a punch of flavor. Okay, so I'm just going to use this. I am not going to use the package, okay? So I don't confuse you. I use 2 tablespoons of chicken base in each pan. Okay. So now I want to add some adobo. Adobo. And now I'm going to add Sassoon everything seasoning. I'll let you look down in there. That's what it looks like. Okay. Now I have some garlic paste. I'll get a clean spoon. Okay, I'm going to add 1, 2 heaping teaspoons of garlic paste. I think this big one I want to add another half. So 2.5 in the big pan, 2 teaspoons in the little pan, or the medium sized pan. Okay, so 2.5 teaspoons of heaping teaspoons of garlic paste in this large pan, and 2 teaspoons in this medium pan. Okay, now we're going to mix that up thoroughly so that you're rubbing in all the seasonings and the garlic into the pan so that it all becomes as one. You want everything to have some seasoning and taste to it. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, the one thing I didn't add, guys, is some black pepper. Black pepper. I'll sprinkle some of that on there. Okay. Now we're just going to put some olive oil on the top so we can get that brown color we're looking for on both of these. Okay. That's what we're looking at, guys. How about that, huh? It's 1, 2. Now, this amount came from 2 squash, 2 zucchini. I think I had about 3 onions, like medium onions, medium-sized onions, 2 tomatoes, and what else? I think that's it. Oh, and the green peppers. Not the green peppers, the red peppers. 2 red peppers. So that yield all of that. That's a lot. Okay? Alright, I'm going to put this in the oven on, I think I'd like to go 400. Okay? until the color starts getting brown. And you don't want it too soft either, okay? So the color should really start getting brown in about, I'd say, 15 minutes, okay? All right, we'll be back. I'll give you the word of the day. Thanks. Let me give you the word of the day while our roasted vegetables are cooking. Do you have people, some people, who like to push your button, like to work your nerve? I think I want to label this one testing the ultimate. You know, when you say no, they don't understand the word no. When you don't want to do what they want you to do, they want to know why. They're just testing you all the time to see if they can break you down, to see if they can weaken you, to see if they can push through their agenda. Well, just let them know they don't have an agenda over there with you. And matters of fact, you're going to give them a timeout. You're not even going to talk to them for a while, because what they need is a timeout. And now they can test someone else. How about that, huh? Give them a timeout, because your buttons shall not be moved. That's the word of the day. Okay. Now I'm going to turn our oven up to 450. Remember, we started out on 400 for 15 minutes. Now I want to turn the heat up, and so I'm going to put it on 450 degrees. It's been cooking for 15 minutes on 400. So let's do that, okay? All right, we'll be back. Okay guys, so it took 40 minutes and the first pan is out, the smaller pan, the medium-sized pan. And I wanted to just show you how, you see how you got some roasted spots on the vegetables. That's what we're looking for, okay? Okay, so in about 2 minutes I'm taking out the large pot, and then I want to plate it up. So while you're planning on your Thanksgiving meal, you want to take in consideration all the vegetables that you normally would have during Thanksgiving time, and see if you can present them in a new way so that you can attract others to eat the vegetables, okay? All right, so give me a minute and I'll take the other pan out and show you that, okay? Thank you. Okay, so I have the other pan out. This is what the larger pan looks like. Alright, so now I'm gonna put it in a container so that I can present it to you. 1 second. Okay, I brought you back to show you the broth that is down in the bottom. Wait, you can't see. There we go. In the bottom of the pan. You want to save that, because that would be some nice vegetable soup, okay? So I'm going to save that and put it in the freezer, and then I'll make a vegetable soup with that. Okay, so here's what we're looking like so far from the large pan. And now let's put the vegetables from the smaller pan in here. Oh boy, does this look beautiful. So colorful and pretty. Okay, and again, I'm going to save this broth as well. Look at that, guys. Oh, let me get a fork and taste. Okay, guys. Look at that. Let's take a taste. I'm gonna get some onions, zucchini, and squash, and tomatoes. See if I can get it all together. Okay, here we go. Wow. It's like when you bite into it, it's not gushy, it's not soft, it's still got its firmness. All the vegetables still have its firmness. The tomatoes are a little soft, but everything else is firm. There's a bite on the red peppers. Oh, so good, guys, and so delicious. Wow. That would work at your Thanksgiving table. What do you think? Oh. It's a pleasure serving you. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for watching my Thanksgiving series. And remember, it's important to me that you share these videos. Share them as you watch them, because you got to help people to prepare for Thanksgiving. You guys may not go to each other's house this year, or you may. But at any rate, you can share one way or the other. And this is a way you can share safely. Send that video on to someone and let them see it. Send it to a couple of people. Okay? Alright. Love you, love you, love you. Thanks for everything. Check out my links below if you'd like to support this channel in any way. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.